Hello, everybody. In the October-November issue of Neurology Now magazine, the American Brain Foundation asked the readers of Neurology Now to submit an entry into the 5th Annual Neurofilm Festival, explaining why more research is needed to cure these different brain diseases. I have multiple sclerosis, and so I wanted to submit a video. And at the conclusion of my video, I would encourage the neurologists and scientists to keep searching for a cure, because now the ball is in your court.
At first glance, you may believe that Colleen Schmitt is simply a woman in a wheelchair, but her story surprises and inspires. It starts off in a life very similar to the kind many of you lead today.
I was a jogger. I took piano lessons. I was an art student. I worked in graphic design. Actually started then teaching. I was busy.
But that active lifestyle took a drastic turn when Colleen was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis over 20 years ago.
I remember walking across campus and stumbling and tripping, and the toes of my shoes were always scuffed up. So when they told me finally that I had MS, it was like, okay, now we have a name for it. I know what's wrong. Now what do I do?
No matter who Colleen meets, one thing is clear. She makes a lasting impression.
First time I remember meeting her, I think I remember talking about wine, because that is what we talk about a lot, different kinds. So Colleen is absolutely more than just a client. I could treat 10 Colleens in a day. Her positive demeanor is mind-blowing. I was always kind of a glass is half full kind of person, but she really kind of pushed that over for me, and she's just positive in every aspect of her life. So absolutely more than just a patient. MS is multiple sclerosis, and it's just a progressive neurological disorder that affects your central nervous system. Colleen's goals are she wants to keep walking as long as she can. So a lot of what we do is to maintain what Colleen has. We've worked a lot on core strengthening, as much lower extremity strengthening as we can, just to keep her functional mobility and to keep her as independent as she can in her house and doing her daily activities.
Still, Colleen's not satisfied with only creating a better world for herself. She's taken her message to the public, advocating for people who suffer from all types of disabilities.
I think there's all kinds of disabilities that people need to just have a spokesperson, an advocate, somebody who's like your voice. And I want to be a voice for those people. To be the ambassador for the MS Walk, but one, you're chosen, so I was really flattered to be chosen in the first place, and two, it was just, it's enjoyable to be involved in something that's really making a difference in people's lives, because the MS Society made a difference in my life.
And if you ask Colleen what she's learned from her experience, the answer is simple.
You can do anything. Don't let your disease, don't let your finances, don't let anything get you down, because you are in control of your life. I always wanted to be the best I could be. And so when I got MS and I started having to give up some things, I gave them up, but I still wanted to be my best. I wanted to be the best person with MS that I could be. It's a funny thing about life. If you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. The best. So that's why I've always tried to live my life that way. You refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. The best.